There was a time in my life where I was on the verge of depression. I couldn't achieve one of my biggest dreams till then, which was getting a job or campus placement after BTech and getting financially independent. So I'm a creative person. I love drawing and I love literature since I was a very small kid. I was also good at studies, so I had the confidence that I could learn anything. My only reasoning to choose engineering was that there's a possibility to get a high paying job after completing engineering. I thought the process would be so easy, like you see in movies, companies will come, they will choose you, you get a lot of options, and I thought it would be easy, like in school. As a 21-year-old girl, I felt like the world is crashing down on me when I vacated my hostel and went back to my parents' home. My parents live in a hill station in Kerala, so it's very difficult to attend interviews from that place. Most of the interviews take place in Kochi, and it's very difficult to travel back and forth. And this was before the Zoom era where interviews were on Zoom. It's very difficult to live in a hill station and network. Also, I had been living in that place for almost 18 years. All of my friends are there. I had the same community as long as I could remember. So I just wanted to get out, to be honest. So I did take a few interviews here and there, and didn't go well. There were so many candidates, very few openings. I also got a job offer, but the salaries were too little and there was a bond. The only thing that has worked for me is cutting out all the noise from my life and sitting there and thinking about what I really want from life. That's how I took control of that particular situation. That's when I realized if you don't design a path for yourself, society will assign you one. I disappeared for an year. I started researching, I started preparing for GATE, I built a healthy routine, started reading more books, designed a healthy lifestyle first. That was the single best decision I have taken in my life, that 1 year as a gap year. My life has changed for better. I'll be sharing with you a 5-step actionable routine to help you take control of your life. So the number one thing that you have to do is prioritize your sleep. Sleep is crucial for your body's internal clocks and internal workings. As a society, we have a tendency to glorify sleep deprivation, which is very problematic. If you don't sleep for at least 7 to 8 hours in a day, the chances of you become pre-diabetic or diabetic is extremely high. I had done a very detailed video and an extremely detailed blog post about this particular topic, how to build a healthy sleep routine. So I will be linking that in the description. I'll just say a few things that has helped me. Number one is no caffeine after 12 p.m. I am extremely caffeine sensitive, so I can't drink caffeine after 12 or 1 p.m. If you are moderately caffeine sensitive, maybe you can drink caffeine up to 2 p.m., 3 p.m. After that, it's going to stay in your system and mess with your sleep. And another thing is no bright light exposure after sunset. We have these yellow bulbs in our home, and that's what we use. After sunset, we don't use white light. I always turn on night light on all of my devices after sunset. It's set up that way. You can do that easily in Android. I fix your sleep schedule. Also, one more important thing is that you have to get out and get some sunlight right after you wake up, and that will set your circadian rhythm, and that will help you fall asleep later at night. Next point is fix your diet. You are what you eat. Your body and your health is extremely important. It affects your energy levels, it affects your mood, it affects your mental health. You have to fix your diet. This part was comparatively easy for me at that time because I was living with my parents and they have a farm and they eat extremely clean. When I moved to Kochi, I gradually gained like 7-8 kilos because my husband liked to keep snacks at home, and there's no friction between the moment where you think about getting food and you getting food when you live in a city. takes a lot of willpower if you start deciding in that moment. So I have a few tactics that I have realized, and I'm currently trying to lose the weight that I gained. So number one is meal prepping. You can prep your meals beforehand during the weekend. If you are a working professional, it's very difficult to make 3 meals every day. So you can do that. You can do overnight oats. You can do like baked oats. Those will stay in the fridge for a long time. You can do pancakes as well. I have a lot of videos on my shorts and my videos. Gluten free videos. I'm gluten free because I'm extremely gluten sensitive. Then the second thing is planning your meals for a week or something like that. You would purchase the grocery that you need to make amount of food. Plan your meals, like I'll cook these vegetables. I'll cook maybe a curry or grilled chicken or something like that. Next one is learning the fundamentals of nutrition. It has helped me a lot. I think nutrition should be taught in schools. It's an extremely important part of your life. It affects your day-to-day life. It affects your energy levels. It affects your mood, your mental health, and it's a fundamental thing. Nutrition is a fundamental thing. You have to learn how to plate, how much veggies to eat, how much grains, how much protein, things like that. A lot of people don't know what to do when it comes to nutrition, and we don't know how much calories are in common foods that we eat. Those things are actually very important. And keep the snacks out of your sight, out of your mind. I bought these containers. My husband has a habit of displaying all the stack on the counter, so I bought this container so I could put all his chocolates and stuff in them so that I wouldn't see them when I'm walking right past it. And uninstall the app or food delivery app for a while and see if your weight is coming down. When you get that first win, then you'll feel a lot more motivated. After fixing your sleep and after fixing your diet, the next thing is cutting out all the unnecessary noise. We live in a world where we are like bombarded with a lot of information right after we wake up. So it's news, there are notifications on your phone, there are people yelling at you, I don't know, a lot of things. And our tiny little human brains are not ready for it. It's just not ready for the modern world, and it's loads and loads of information dumping onto us right after we wake up. The best thing you can do is don't pick up your phone right after you wake up. If it's possible, keep your phone in a different room. Just give your brain some time to like think and plan about your day. Your brain will be going for cheap dopamine sources and not gonna work out for you. So it's best to like design a simple routine for right after you are waking up. For example, I would drink some hot water with lemon, and after a while, and I would get out to the balcony to see some sunlight. And after I get out, after that I would drink a cup of black coffee or green tea. Then I would write out all the things I have to do that day on a diary. I have a detailed task management system on Notion, but I don't use that for like simple tasks like do laundry. Those are for like big projects like YouTube videos and job hunting and things like that. For simple things, I would just list out all the things I have to do on that day, and then I would decide what to do. I could never do all the things I have on my mind. I would just plan which are the main things that I have to do. On some days, I just grab my tablet and lie on the couch, and on those days, I don't do anything. It's just impossible to do anything afterwards. Please don't scroll through Instagram or go to your Netflix homepage right in the morning. It's gonna mess with your dopamine system. You're not gonna do anything during the day. That's how our brain works. So the way you start your day can have a huge impact on your productivity and your motivation throughout the day. Another important habit is stop running from your own thoughts. Take some time to self-reflect. You can do meditation, you can do journaling. I do both, not consistently, but I do both mostly. Be more mindful generally in life. Go for a walk in nature without your headphones. Schedule some time to think at least once in a week. If you do a knowledge work like software engineering or a creative job, this part is going to be extremely important because you have a lot of things going on in your brain, and there's this one journaling technique that creative people use called morning pages. That's when you sit down and write everything that you feel, every thought that comes through your brain onto a paper, and it's been proven to be very effective. I'm currently listening to an episode on journaling on Huberman Lab. I will link that down below. It's about recovering from your trauma and journaling for mental health and physical health. So it's a specific protocol that he's talking about, but I haven't started, but I'm going to start it. So the quiet time is extremely important for your brain, and the very first thing you have to stop is scrolling on social media, like going through short form content like Instagram or YouTube shorts or TikTok. That's gonna mess with your dopamine pathway because it's just this small drops of dopamine with each scroll. Your brain is looking for something more appealing, and that's self-reflection is the most important thing you can do if you feel stuck in a place in life, if you feel like you are not happy, if you feel like there's something you have to do. Also, like, cut out the toxic people in your life. Those could be your relatives, your partner, I don't know. If they make you feel like you are not worthy enough, or if they make you depressed or sad, take a break from them. That's okay. So for me, since I got Bluetooth headset, I think most of us use Bluetooth headsets these days. And also, I have this tendency to like grab everything, watch every podcast, listen to all the books. So I would always put something in my ear. I would go through my normal day, like cooking, or even like doing mundane things in work. I would just put something in my ear, and it's not good. You can use music when you are hearing something. Your brain is basically switching between that thing and whatever you are doing. So actually, your productivity is reduced, and your brain's ability to focus on one thing is getting reduced when you multitask. Multitasking is not such a good thing to do. Another thing you have to do is move your body. I do a home workout, or 20 minutes or 30 minutes or 15, at least 15 minutes. Then in the evening, I used to go for a walk. Now that I moved to Kochi, I don't really enjoy walks here. So I have to figure something out. When I was living with my parents, I used to go for a walk after work and after dinner, and it was the best thing. It was like a de-stressing experience because it's a bit colder there, and the cold air would promote sleep. It would fix my circadian rhythm. It was amazing. So here I have to figure out something for the walk, but I do still work out. The step is decluttering your digital and physical life. Clutter makes your brain go haywire. Just declutter everything. Uninstall the unnecessary apps, cancel the unnecessary subscriptions that you don't use anymore, unfollow people that make you feel horrible. Start listening to good podcasts, and I have a list of podcasts that I usually listen to. I have a video for that. Start listening to audiobooks. I use Audible diligently, and I have a lot of that I am listening to. So that's basically it. That's my 5-step reinvention. So first you have to prioritize sleep. The next thing is to fix your diet. Third thing is to move your body. Fourth thing is to do more self-reflection. Fifth thing is to declutter your physical and digital life. And the ultimate thing is to do focused work for at least 4 hours a day. Work on one of your skills that will pay off later. For example, learn coding. Or if you are already working on a 9-to-5 job, then you can like take 1 hour in the morning or evening to learn something, skill yourself. And these are everything that I have for you. And if you do these things consistently, you don't have to do everything at once. You can just start implementing one thing at a time. You can do the declutter first. You can, declutter your wardrobe, you declutter your surroundings, create an environment where you can focus and thrive and work. So do things one at a time. These are the things that has helped me, and these are the things that will help you definitely if you implement them. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching me. Like, share, subscribe, and comment your thoughts down below. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.